Welcome back, and yes, I lied. I'm still wearing the same t-shirt and still have the same hangover. It's the same day. I did not pack up for the day. Because I still couldn't work out what was going on with the back wheel. All the spacers were in place and there was still a gap, and I couldn't really work out what the hell was going on. Wobble back and forth like that. So I printed out a diagram and I have all the bits, and then I suddenly realised I'm missing the brake mount because I'd painted it and put it on the shelf. Yes, so dopey twat. In fairness to myself, this diagram didn't show that, which is why I completely forgot that it had to go in. So it wasn't until I looked at this one that I realised that was the missing part. There it is, and now we have no gap. Lovely. And yes, I might as well fit my new brake cylinder and put the caliper back on. Shiny painted footrests and boot guard and new brake reservoir. Well, that's not in place, but I put the cylinder back in place, and actually I used the original because it's a Brembo, and Brembo are good, which is kind of strange because it's married up to a Nissan caliper, and the replacement one is not. In fact, it's unbranded. I don't know what it is, but I figured I'd stick with the original. So now I think I'm going to tighten up that back wheel, not fully, but just so it's not wobbling around, and take her down off the jacks. Put the other footrest on the other side, reconnected to gear shift, so we're all looking good on this side too. That's what I call a muffler. Yes, this arrived. So it's only short and it slots in perfectly. So I just need a little flathead machine screw in there, and that will hold that in place, and I'll put that back on, and we'll have a slightly quieter exhaust potentially. I tried to avoid using the engine crane to lift the back end up. It was inevitable because I need to do the same on the front end. So yes, I need to get those forks off. So it's back on its own 2 feet for a short while. And we have liftoff. Yes. Yep, that'll work lovely. So through those big scoops in the frame, chain with a t-shirt just to stop it scratching it. Dubious about the strength of those. Might use some bigger ones. Anyway, the theory works. So I'm going to put it down. Hoist it up again when I'm ready to do the job, which is taking the front forks off. And I've shortened the length of the arm because I remembered we had it on the maximum length to get the alpha motor into Matt's pickup because it was a really tight squeeze because he had a cabin on the back and we had to kind of post it through this hole, and we had to get it exactly the right angle and everything else. So that was a palaver, but anyway, so I've shortened the arm so it doesn't take up so much room down here, and we are all ready for forks off. And there you have it. Oh, I'm still recording. So, yes, we have taken the strain. And I may well lift it up a bit. I may just leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I have other work I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just coming in here for a crafty fag every now and then. Yes, and I'm allowed to use that word because I'm referring to this. It ceases to amaze me how strong metal is, because basically those two little carabiners and this bolt, which is not a very big bolt, honestly. I don't even think it's a grade 8 or anything. Yeah, so basically those are kind of holding up the whole weight of the motorbike. Quite incredible, really. Remarkable. Well, obviously I wasn't going to leave it like that, was I? I can't leave a job half done. So I've taken the front wheel off and lowered it down onto that breeze block there. Cinder block for you American guys. And put a t-shirt there so it didn't damage anything. And it's almost on the side stand. So yeah, this is no longer taking all the strain. It's just a additional safety device. A lot safer than those jack stands, I think. That said, we survived to tell the tale. Funny, I'd never spotted that before. So despite the fact the rear wheel is in quite good condition, the front not so much. So I'm going to have to respray this, obviously. And yes, and so I'm going to take the discs off. Don't think I'm going to replace them. They don't look in bad nick. I'll clean them up a bit. Maybe introduce a little yellow here and there. Who knows? But yeah, that's a bit disappointing for sure. So, talking of forking off, seems all you Gen X, Y, Z, millennials, whatever, have the attention span of a goldfish. So my videos are going to be shorter, despite the advice of my best mate. And there'll be 2 a week. Apparently, you all fork off after 10 minutes. So, back to the forks. Actually, not back to the forks, back to the front wheel. One side unbuttoned nicely. This side, not so much. Not worried. Always have my favourite easy out jobbies. But I've put a bit of that blaster on there. And I'm going to give them 24 hours and tackle that tomorrow. Anyway, you'll be glad to know the hangover is gone and I'm back on the sauce. Cheers. So, clearly what I missed in my informational fuck-up was I missed videoing this bit. So I'm just going to recap. On this side of the forks, on the right hand side of the forks, there's this nut. So you unscrew that. And just a little bit, you loosen these guys off, obviously, because they're clamping that fork onto the shaft that goes in between. This is that shaft, and that's where that nut bolt screws into, this end. Right, and on the other end is this, which looks daunting. I thought, Jesus, really, is that screwed in? But of course it's not. So you don't need a massive hex thing to take it off. What you need is I think it was a 16 mil, can't remember now. I think it was 16 mil socket, and just gently tap that through. So yeah, it's through that. So gently tap it out, and then just pull it out, and the front wheel comes off. Bingo! Oh yeah, and then there's one of those spaces either side. I'd videoed the whole thing, but obviously I hadn't, and I'm not going to put it all back together again and take it apart just for your benefit. So I think you can work it out from what I just said, right? So I've just been watching my own videos to find out where the hell that went in the first place. And turns out that it had like a, I don't know, what, 3-inch pipe at the most, so it probably fitted up there somewhere. Now I've got this, I mean, it's like 3 foot. No, it's not. It's about 18 inches. So I can put it wherever I bloody well like. So I'm going to. I haven't decided yet. I'll let you know. For today are to get all those, so there's 1 left there, 3 left the other side, those bolts. Get the discs off, paint them up yellow in the middle, maybe, paint the wheel, clean that all up, paint the wheel, and drill a hole through there and secure the muffler. Went for a rivet in the end, just because I could, and I thought it would be easier, and thought this was going to be the easy job, but of course it's stainless, so no, that took some drilling. Now to the difficult job. Well, that didn't go well, so they're still in there, all of them. I gave up on the other 2, and I'm going to use some more of that blaster stuff. So, complete change of plan. I was going to tackle the forks next, but I'm not going to, because there's more bolts involved, and if they don't come undone, I'm going to get seriously pissed off. So, yeah, I put some buster stuff on that as well. I'm going to do some fabrication for the headlight mount. Stage 1, 1-inch aluminum. Measured, cut, finished, drilled, ready to drill underneath to put the light mounts on. Less than 1 hour later, there we go. How about that? Isn't it lovely when things go according to plan? I like that. You might not. I'm not sure if I care. Minimal protrusion, that's what we like. And some kind of funky lights. Yeah. Yes, we're still in mounting mode, and yeah, I watched some of my own videos, and this is where the the water overflow, the coolant overflow, went originally on those two mounts there. So yeah, that would work. Yeah, it needs a spacer obviously for this boy, but that would sit there. I'm guessing we've got that cover to put back on once I put the sprocket in. Yes, when's he going to do that? I don't know. But yeah, I've got I think that could fit there nicely actually, and that's kind of snugged slightly into the framework, so it's not sticking out like some idiotic thing over here. Yeah, so I'm just going to put it back where Yamaha put it, except it's nicer and cooler, and yes, very lovely. Still bloody heavy though. It's like 2 pounds. Did I mention that already? Anyway, in case anyone's wondering about the hat, no. That's more like it. I lost a couple of subscribers recently, and perhaps they were trumpeters. I don't know. I'm not going to bring politics into my videos, because I think all politicians are wankers, honestly. So there you go. So, at the risk of losing some more subscribers, and to accommodate the millennials and younger, let's call this the end of the video, because I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 minutes. But wait, I lied. I need to do that front sprocket, don't I? Yes, we're finally going to do the sprocket, as promised about 3 episodes ago. And they were 3 long episodes as well. So yeah, here's this tool, which I think this is how it works. You jam it in the cogs, you ram it up against something, and then you put your big boy on here. Big special doofer, yep. And then you get your big other boy, your breaker bar, and yeah, let's see what happens. Unlike other people, I'm not going to video this because A, it's boring, and B, there's probably lots of swearing and cursing and grunting and groaning. Needless to say, this is not working for me. This thing just kind of doesn't do it for me, I'm afraid. So I'm going to find something else to jam that cog. So I suddenly remembered Del Boy's technique with the chain and the screwdriver. Not my Derek, Del Boy's garage. Jeez. Anyway, but of course I can't do that because I've put the back wheel on. Yes, but I had another idea, and this is my technique, and let's see if it works. Obviously not a very useful technique, but the idea is that the chain starts wrapping itself round itself, and will jam itself up, which would be a horrible accident on the road. But there, I'm not as stupid as I look, am I? Look at that, it's just coming off. It's finger tight. Sweet. Alright, so I don't recommend this unless you've got a crappy old chain kicking around, but we have successfully removed at least the nut and something else that fell out. Where did that go? Oh yeah, that fell out. I don't know what that is. It's plastic and it looks unimportant, but I better find out what it is. All about thinking creatively, finding a solution. Now, of course, I've got to get the damn chain out. So, ironically, what I had to do was tighten it up again. Yes, to get the chain off. But it's now off, and this is loose. And I'm looking at the washer. Well, not right now, because it's on the floor. I'm trying to pick it up. Yeah, I'm looking at the washer. And that's a bit of a sorry state, isn't it? I think it's worth the 16 bucks or whatever it is to get it shipped from the UK, because apparently I can't get it here. Well, I'm sure I can, but not on eBay. I'll look around, see what I can find. But yeah, I think that's seen better days, and it's a very special washer because it's got all the teeth and everything. There you go. I should probably do a bit of cleaning while all that's off, right? It's a bit grubby in there, isn't it? Out with the old brush. This is our favourite cleaning stuff, and it's a little bit better. quite a lot better. I think you'll agree. I need to start buying that stuff in bulk, especially if I'm going to do older, crappier bikes. Cleaned up as much as I can be bothered, and yes, new sprocket in place. Waiting now for the special washer. Mucky job, this YouTubing. So in the process, I took out a little chunk of aluminum. Yes, there. It looks like I'm not the only one, and somebody did that before me. Not guilty. Well, that's looking quite good at least. A lot of ticks. And finally, I think we can call it the end of the video. So thanks for watching as usual. And do keep watching. And what else? Oh, subscribe if you haven't already. And encourage others to watch my lunacy.